Yeah. Hi. So today we'll be talking about B2B SaaS website strategy to drive inbound demo calls, right? So for some context and setup, this tutorial is for B2B SaaS founders who want to increase inbound demo bookings by using a data-driven website strategy. We will show you how to pick the right keywords, analyze competitor sites, and follow a structured process to make informed decisions for your own website. You will see the exact method I use basically to rank a client in the top 5 results within 180 days. So you can apply it yourself, right? Let's get into it. So let me move this. Yeah. In this video, we'll be using our code as an example, right? So this is just to give you more context and you're able to see how we apply these concepts. And to make our research process more comprehensive as well, we'll be using the COO's write-up. You'll see why later on. Right. So step one, we first want to define your target keyword, right? So we want to decide on the primary keyword you want to rank for. So as mentioned earlier just now, if you look back at this slide here, so you can see that our call is a next-gen mobile engagement platform, right? That unites leaders and the people they serve, right? And then more importantly, they're also used by administrators in schools, government agencies, and other public and private enterprises, right? So therefore, some of the primary keywords that you might come to mind, right, in terms of what you want to rank for, might be community engagement platform, or variations of it, like online community engagement platform or community engagement software, right? So a quick tip, you can use tools like SEMrush to get more ideas, right? You can use the free plan and you just key in this word, community engagement platform. It will give you other variations, right? So right off the bat, we can see here that we have best community engagement platforms, and we also have community engagement platform for government as well, which was seen earlier just now. Okay. So step two, now we need to analyze competitors and confirm market fit, right? The goal of this is to make sure your keywords are actually actionable and they reflect real search intent, right? So we take the keywords from step one, right? We have the broader keyword, which is community engagement platform. We have the more niche keyword, which is community engagement platform for government, right? And what do? We search this on Google and check, right? Who ranks for these keywords, right? Are they SaaS, B2B SaaS, local platforms, and do their offerings overlap with yours, right? So in our case, right, we have Hivebright as one of the results, right, when we search community engagement platform keyword, right? So we can see from this screenshot we have here. And if you see in the next one, right, we have public input for community engagement platform for government, right? So we can see in the screenshot as well. Okay, so quick note, do not skip this step, right? This is your foundation. You do not want to be 3 to 6 months into development only to realize your keyword is off target or is misaligned with the market, right? So do not guess, okay? Pay attention to what Google is actually serving in the search results, okay? Now, step three, we will now map the website in a Google Sheet. Okay, so now the goal of this is to turn competitor research and keyword validation into an actionable website blueprint, right? And we do that simply first by studying their nav bar. Nav bar is basically navigation. If you can see here, this navigation bar, right? So in this case, we use Hivebright first, right? We dig into it. So we look under their product tab, right? Under product tab, we can see features and platform usage, right? So this is probably something that you can take note as well when you want to structure your website moving forward, right? And these are the different features or platform, right, that you can think of, and then maybe you want to use inside your website as well, right? Then now we look under the solutions, right? And then we see, oh, there are different industries they cover as well, which is similar to our example, right? So we have small and large enterprises, aka commercial, right? Which was mentioned in the COO's write-up just now. We have education for schools, right? The only thing they're missing is for government agencies, which in our example, it is covered, right? But this gives you a really clear bird's eye overview now of like, oh, okay, when I want to organize my website, I have under product, I have my features or like my platform features, right? And under solutions, right, I have the different organizations or industries, right? So this gives you a much clearer idea now of how you can structure your whole website, right? And you can from there, we'll go to the next step as well to explain to you now how are we going to structure each page. Okay. So as mentioned, now we compare it to your own nav bar. So you can see they are missing pieces of the puzzle here, right? So what do we do? So from there, we follow the structure, right? And we map our own sitemap into a Google Sheet. So this is a very simple template or structure. You can just follow along this video and use it. So first we have our home page, right? So our home page, we got home URL, right? Then we have our category pages. So in this case, as we mentioned just now, right? Say we have solution, right? Under solution, there'll be subcategory pages, which is the drop down the nav bar. Then this now allows you to insert in. Okay, so we have schools, we have government, so on and so forth. You can insert that inside. And then now we also put in competitor page. Okay, so we go inside and we look who are the competitors now that are ranking for these pages, these search terms, right? And then this will be used for our next phase, right? And what we do here is we can just continue to fill out and build out this entire sitemap, right? And then from there, we can also fill out, okay, what's the target keyword we're going after that we have validated from Google that, okay, this is the keyword, right? This is what it means. And it's clear that B2B SaaS platforms, or at least my SaaS platform, right, my industry type is ranking there. And that's a very good sign. It means you have a very good chance of ranking as well, right? And then obviously we can insert in monthly search volume as well. Okay. And so note again, yes, this step takes time, right? And that's intentional, right? Mapping your entire website allows you to understand, firstly, the full scope. You know exactly how many new pages you need to create, right? This allows you to prioritize effectively, right? You can decide which pages to build first based on impact and on opportunity, right? Next, this allows you very simply to track progress. Okay. So you can use your Google Sheet as a living document to monitor what's completed, what's pending, right? So in terms of like say within your internal reporting process, within the team as well, it's like, okay, so these are the keywords, these are the pages we're going after, and this is why, and this is the order in which we're going after them, right? So this makes it very easy for you then to also forecast and potentially do projections. Okay. So now we have already established the pages, right? The new pages to create. We now go into the next step, right? Planning the page layout, right? So in this case, we'll use the home page as an example, right? So now that we know what pages we want to have up, the new ones, right? I mentioned earlier as well, you're finding competitor home pages targeting the main keyword, right, for that page, okay? What we're going to do, we're going to extract their headers using a tool like detailed Chrome extension, right? Or manually noting down the headers, right? So headers basically look like this. So TLDR, headers is basically a way for telling Google, right, what is the overall structure of the page, right? In every page, there's one H1, which is the main topic for that page. And that is where your primary keyword, like for example, community management software gets put, followed by the H2s and the H3s. Okay. So once we have that, what do? We want to make sure that we are as data driven as possible, right? So we can go ahead and actually compare across 2 to 3 more competitors to see what sections appear consistently, right, across competitors. So this way, you will have you basically have like a, how do I put it? You have a very clear structure, right? That's validated across top competitors for their main target keyword, right? So, for example, if all competitors show case studies above the fold, right? Above the fold meaning like in the first part of a page, right? It probably matters, okay? And so what do we do from there, right? Once we've extracted, right, we create a merged outline for your homepage, right? So what we're trying to do is we are ensuring that we keep the core section that every competitor uses, right? Some competitors might have more, some might have less. That's okay, right? What we're trying to do is we're trying to establish a core skeleton, a core framework that across the board, your top competitors all use for this particular keyword they're going for. Okay. And then from there, that is when you can layer on your unique sections that highlight your specific niche or your focus, right? This is your differentiator, sorry, right? And it will look something like this. You can just put this into a Google Doc, right? So for example, the H1 could be online community engagement platform. And then your H2 can have these different titles as well, right? And then so on and so forth. Okay. And then once you are done, right, you simply go back to your Google Sheet and you just drop this final outline into your sheet under the homepage row. Let me move this so you can see, right? So here we have homepage, we have category pages, subcategory pages, competitor page, target keyword, money search volume, and now you have your headers in a Google Doc, right? So this is basically how you make data-driven design decisions, right? So you're not just designing a homepage or any page to look nice, right? You're building it to align with what Google already rewards so it can rank, right? And to showcase the right information prospects expect to see. So it converts, right? You get more demo calls, right? So you rank. After you rank, uh, your leads or your demo booking people, right? They come into your website, right? They expect to see certain type of information in a certain order, right? So once you present all of that, you're basically aligning yourselves with the top competitors, right? So this will improve your conversion. And then from there, you get more product demo calls, right? So this is the difference between a website that just exists and a website that actually drives demos, okay? Step 5, right? Rinse, repeat. You will follow the same process for your category pages, subcategory pages, so on and so forth, right? Every page gets built on data, not guesswork, okay? So, congratulations, right? At this point, you have mapped your site, you have aligned your keywords with the right search intent, and you have built page layouts backed by competitor data, okay? Now, when you have all of this, you can go ahead and prioritize, like, okay, which pages should we go after first, you know? And then from there, you just need to design it and publish it onto your website, right? Ensure that you insert the right header structure as well, right? A lot of your CMSs, like for example, WordPress or Webflow, right? You can designate, okay, for this is a H1, it's a H2, a H3, H4, so on and so forth, okay? And yes, this isn't theory, right? This is the exact data-driven process I used, right, to rank a client in Google's top 5 within 120 days, starting from scratch, right? So these are all the different keywords, right, with individual pages, right? I design them, then I rank them using this exact process, right, from scratch. So this can be done, and it really does work, okay? And as a result of ranking, right, her ad spend, right, cut to $0 2 months later. Okay. So as a recap, right, step 1, define your target keywords. Identify primary keywords your audience already searches for, right? Validate with search results. Don't guess, right? Step 2, analyze your competitors. Check top ranking sites for those keywords. Note down their offerings, page structure, and alignment with your SaaS. Okay. Step 3, map your website. Study competitor navbars and sitemap. Map your own site structure in Google Sheet. Right. This includes the pages, the headers, and then the keyword columns as well. Step 4, once you have done that, plan the page layouts. So you extract headers from the 2 to 3 competitors, right, for each target page you're going after, right? And from there, you create your own page outlines. This means you keep the core sections and then you add on your differentiators, right? Step 5, rinse and repeat. You apply the same process to all category, subcategory, and product pages, right? And then from there, you just design and publish your pages, okay? Your site is now built to rank and drive demos, right? So if you have any questions, right, or you want to see how this works for your SaaS, right, feel free to DM me, right, or book a session on my landing page, right? Link will be either in the comments or in the YouTube bio, right? Okay, thank you.